Just after 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve 2018, a frantic 911 call pierced the quiet night in St. Joseph Township, Michigan. "I need help. My husband was shot." The caller was Kemia Hassel, her voice trembling as she knelt beside her husband, Army Sergeant Tyrone Hassel III, who lay dying in his father's driveway. Police arrived to find a horrific scene. Tyrone slumped against his truck with multiple gunshot wounds to his head, neck, and shoulder. His wife Kemia was covered in blood, seemingly distraught, hugging her husband's body as first responders worked desperately to save him. Back up," officers commanded as they secured the scene. "Do you have any idea what happened here?" Kemia, through tears, responded, "No, he just brought us something to eat. I was sitting on the couch eating, and then I just heard gunshots." The responding officers found 4 shell casings near Tyrone's truck, telling a story of a point-blank execution. Nothing had been stolen. Tyrone's wallet, phone, and keys were all still present, robbery being off the table and his wife not being behind the trigger. Who would have killed this soldier in cold blood in front of his family's home? If you enjoy exploring the darkest corners of the human psyche, subscribe to the channel for more true crime stories, with me, Winford, as your host. Also, my videos are never to glorify or bring pain to the family or friends of anyone involved. They are solely to bring awareness of the cases and encourage you all to be careful out there in the real world. These types of things are happening more and more each day, so knowing about them and being prepared can help you one day. When Tyrone Hassel Jr., the victim's father, arrived at the scene, he was confronted with an image that would haunt him forever. "I saw my son on the gurney. I could see the hole in the front and back of his head. I was just hoping that somehow they could save his life, but I knew he was dead because I was looking in his eyes, and there was no motion." Tyrone III's story began as one of remarkable achievement. Born in 1995, he grew up in Benton Harbor, Michigan, where trouble often found young men, whether they sought it or not. But Tyrone was different. He excelled academically, played baseball, ran track, and maintained a spotless record. His father recalls, "He stayed out of trouble because he stayed so busy." This dedication earned him an academic scholarship to Grand Valley State University. But Tyrone felt a higher calling. He enlisted in the Army, where his natural leadership abilities quickly set him apart. He shot up the ranks and made sergeant at an incredibly young age. His commanding officer would later testify, "You don't make sergeant as fast as he did. What signs of trouble might have been visible if people had known where to look?" Could anyone have predicted the darkness lurking beneath this seemingly perfect military marriage? It was in the Army where Tyrone met Kemia Martin. They married in May 2017 and soon welcomed a son whom everyone called Chunk. The young family was stationed in Korea, though Army policy kept them in separate barracks. To his father, everything seemed perfect. "I thought she was great. I loved her like a daughter," Tyrone Jr. would later say through tears. The investigation initially focused on robbery or mistaken identity. Police even explored whether Tyrone's younger half-brother Benny, who ran with a rough crowd, might have been the intended target. A neighbor reported seeing a suspicious man parking his car days before the shooting. But this lead, like many others, led nowhere. Then came the breakthrough, an anonymous call to St. Joe Township Police Department. "You need to take a look at people within his own battalion and platoon." The caller claimed Kemia was having an affair with another soldier, and the relationship had started in Korea. The investigation shifted to Fort Stewart, Georgia, where 2 Army specialists came forward with crucial information. They revealed that Tyrone had discovered his wife's affair with Specialist Jeremy Quillar, known as Key. One soldier had even sold Quillar a Glock pistol just 2 weeks before the murder. Under intense interrogation by Detective Longuski, a skilled polygraph expert, Kemia's carefully constructed story began to crumble. After failing a lie detector test, she confessed to orchestrating her husband's murder. Through tears, she admitted, I feel just as guilty as hell. Do you believe there's any justification for betrayal of this magnitude? Or are some crimes simply unforgivable? The confession revealed a calculated plot. Using Snapchat messages they thought would disappear forever, Kemia and Jeremy had planned the murder for weeks. Jeremy had traveled from Georgia to Michigan multiple times in December, staking out opportunities to kill Tyrone. On New Year's Eve, with Kemia feeding him real-time updates about her husband's movements, Jeremy finally carried out their plan. The motive appeared to be a combination of greed and desire. A $400,000 military life insurance payout, and freedom to be with her lover. However, in a remarkable jailhouse conversation with Tyrone's father, Jeremy painted a different picture. He claimed Kemia manipulated him with promises of a family and 5 children together. She knew what she was doing, he told the grieving father. She's a good actor. What does this case tell us about the nature of evil? Can someone who maintains such an elaborate facade while plotting murder ever truly feel remorse? The trials brought swift justice. Kemia received life without parole for first-degree murder and conspiracy. Jeremy accepted a plea deal for 65 years, though he later attempted to withdraw his guilty plea, a move that devastated Tyrone's family, who had taken some small comfort in his apparent remorse. Perhaps most disturbing was Kemia's later attempt to secure a new trial by claiming battered partner syndrome. Despite having twice denied any abuse during police interviews, her father-in-law, who had comforted her for 11 days after the murder, was outraged. She didn't just kill my son, he said. She's trying to destroy his reputation too. The tragedy left an indelible mark on multiple families. 9 siblings lost their brother. A young boy lost his father. The army lost a promising young leader. Tyrone's father lost not only his son, but also his faith in someone he had loved, like a daughter. You wait and wait and wait for that time for that boy to grow up and become a man and become your friend as well as your son, he said in his victim impact statement. And it was all taken away from me. I had just got what I waited for so long. This case serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest threats come from those closest to us. It raises uncomfortable questions about trust, betrayal, and the darkness that can hide behind seemingly perfect relationships. Tyrone Hassel III's story is more than just another true crime case. It's a cautionary tale about the devastating consequences of betrayal and the complex nature of human relationships. If you've been moved by this story, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth true crime stories that explore the complexities of human nature and the pursuit of justice. Until next time, remember that sometimes the most dangerous predators wear the mask of love. Until next time, be safe and stay aware. Winford out.